Hey, Laura.
Hey, Corey. How's it going?
Good. Nice shirt.
Hey, thanks. I like yours too.
Thanks. These are limited edition shirts celebrating the 80 years that Camp Arowana has been serving campers in this beautiful place by the river.
And we are so grateful for the many people who have made that possible for all of these years. You too can purchase one of these snazzy shirts for just $20. Corey, how can our friends get their hands on one of these bad boys?
Absolutely. For now, if you're not able to visit us in person by making an appointment, please, or for an event, you can just email me at program@camparowana.org and I will work out the arrangements with you. We're in the process of getting an online store launched, but until that happens, just email me.
Yep, seriously, email him. I have tripped over that box of t-shirts about 1,000 times since it's been sitting in the middle of the office floor. I can't believe I haven't broken a hip or something.
Kind of like Diego's dog bed that you leave lying around?
No, nothing like that.
On another note, we got our winter-spring newsletter mailed out just this week, which was full of news. But we wanted to share some more details about our plans and the things that are coming up.
Yep. One thing we didn't really talk about in the newsletter was our plan for hosting in-person rental groups this summer. After receiving the Oregon COVID guidelines for overnight youth program options at the end of April, our staff has spent a lot of time in prayer and consideration, asking the Lord to lead us to a wise and fruitful plan for how we should and should not serve our campers and guests. We feel confident with the decisions we've made, and we're hopeful that you will continue to pray for God's work in this place, future decisions we have to continue to make, and many new opportunities we will be pursuing.
The short of the long story is that we are going to be hosting our one-week summer camp program in July and Friends and Family Camp over the Labor Day weekend.
Yes, I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think
But we're not going to be hosting our guest or rental groups in the traditional way.
Yeah, okay. Even though that feels strange, we're already working on new ways to invite our returning guest groups to enjoy camp in a smaller group setting with alternate services available. If there's one thing we've learned this past year, it's how to find creative ways to continue serving our community and living into our mission. While we are not as fully open as we would like to be, we still have opportunities to care for others through this amazing place and ministry.
That's right. And one of those opportunities is coming up in the form of another virtual campfire happening June 17th. These have been great gatherings for campers and volunteers to see each other through Zoom, where we play virtual games, we share stories, and basically do an adapted version of what happens at an actual campfire event.
Again, email Corey if you want to be part of that, and I think you do.
We know people legitimately experience Zoom fatigue, but we are also pretty proud of the quality of virtual programs that we have offered, and these connections only enhance the in-person connections that we already share.
Yep. Next up is our Fun Run and Walk Fundraiser, happening here June 19th. Our Generations of Promise campaign fundraising committee has been hard at work creating an event where you can easily help us raise money for important projects and programs. All you have to do is visit our website to find all the details, register, and then start asking your friends, family, classmates, neighbors, coworkers, and everyone to sponsor you.
Ask everyone you know.
That's right. There will be super fun things happening here at camp for those of you who want to participate in person to walk or run around camp, enjoy lunch, games, prizes, live music and entertainment, all while safely social distancing and masking at whatever level is comfortable to you.
You can also choose to participate remotely in this fundraiser by doing all the things from home or your neighborhood or your local track or trail on June 19th. And just for the fun of it, because it builds connectivity, take pictures or video and post them using the hashtag CAW 2021 Fun Run. We will also be live streaming and posting from here throughout the day of June 19th, so you can enjoy that part of the fun from anywhere as well.
Yep. And in case you missed the newsletter, we're celebrating the fact that Camp Arowana has not only survived the COVID shutdown, but we're coming out the other side stronger than before. Because of your generosity, we raised enough money in the fall to pay for the lodge back roof project. which is happening right now.
Pics and details coming soon.
Yep. And with a grant from the OSU Extension Service Outdoor School program, we have a chunk of funds to start the Stearns Remodel project.
The what?
That's right. We're giving Stearns Cottage a complete overhaul, which will be amazing. But we need you to help us raise the rest of the funds to make it happen. Hence, the fun run happening June 19th. You're going to help us raise $144,000 to turn that space into a dreamy, accessible, updated, and perfect spot for our guests and campers. So, sign up today.
As mentioned, we plan to run our summer camp program this July. This year was slated to be the first year for us to be running under a model pretty much like we've been doing at winter camp for several years now, where all of the ages are here together operating on mostly the same schedule and program, but divided into cabins and small cohorts by grade. We still plan to run under that same model, even though, because it's still 2021, we know that things are not going to look exactly as we intend them to fully look in the future. Because we've not gathered for what will be almost a year and a half at that point, and because there are a lot of COVID-specific changes, we will be requiring all of our volunteers to arrive on Sunday, July 11th in the late afternoon, basically around dinner time. Our campers will be arriving on Monday, July 12th. This includes students who have just completed grades 1 through 12. Yes, all the grades. We are including first and second graders. And yes, we do base our enrollment on the grade you just completed, not the grade you are entering at the end of the summer.
We also have, for this year only, shortened the camp week by 1 day. So while all the campers arrive on Monday, those who are completing grades 1 through 8 will be departing on Thursday, July 15th. And those just completing grades 9 through 12 will be given the opportunity to stay 1 extra day so that they can depart on Friday, July 16th. While we're a day shorter this year, we'll still be following this model in future years.
That's right. Students in grades 11 or 12 will also be given the opportunity to apply for a volunteer position rather than be a camper during the week. We know that many of these students love investing in the younger campers as others have invested in them, and we desire to provide opportunities for campers to step up and lead. For those who do volunteer during the week, they will also be invited to stay that extra night and depart on Friday, so they'll get some time to hang out with their fellow high school friends.
And you won't want to miss out on that extra night. We know that 2020 and 2021 graduates have missed out on a lot during this past year, so we're planning something special to celebrate them.
For sure. And as always, we have other surprises planned for the other age groups as well.
Yep. Well, we're all hopeful that things are starting to return to normal. We also know we're not quite there yet. New information is being released almost daily, and we have to be ready to address and change our plans at any given moment. We also recognize that each person has a different perspective of what is and is not safe in terms of socializing. So, it's important to say to you, we completely understand if you are not comfortable being here in person yet. We support you in whatever choices you make for your health and your peace of mind. While we for sure want to see your faces here at camp so we can laugh, fellowship, and grow together, we also want you to make the best choice for you and your family. If there's any doubt in your mind whether joining us in person this summer is right for you, then please don't second guess that instinct. Please only come if you're truly comfortable in participating in this way.
Absolutely. Camp Arowana's mission involves being a safe space for all. That includes being a place set apart and free of so many of the entanglements out there in the rest of planet Earth. We don't need to remind you that there are a lot of opinions out there about all sorts of topics, from politics to masks to vaccines. If you are not able to do camp alongside with those with different views, who've maybe made different choices, then we do invite you to pray and consider whether joining us in person is right for you. And we understand either way.
We always do our best to provide a safe, clean, and healthy environment. And during this time, this includes implementing about 30 pages of guidelines set forth for us by the CDC, the state of Oregon, and Clackamas County. While we are still developing specifics about our COVID-19 protocols, we take the responsibility very seriously and intend to follow all laws and requirements to the best of our ability. Once this information is published, please feel free to ask any questions you have in order to feel confident in our ability to care for you and your campers.
Because of the added COVID guidelines, we are choosing to have no less than 2 professional medics on site at all times during the week of summer camp. Every person on site will need to check in and have a wellness check with the medics every day of the week, in addition to all the regular duties our medic always has. Having 2 medics present is a standard we hope to achieve anyway, and it is one we cannot compromise on this year for sure.
In fact, these guidelines push us to be even more firm about our expectations for volunteers. Everyone will need to be more vigilant in helping one another stay healthy and safe, which means we will not be able to operate camp without a full lineup of all volunteer positions.
That's right. Even without COVID, our standards now call for us to cancel a camp session if we do not have the appropriate amount of volunteers, and we will do so this year if we do not feel safe with an adequate amount of counselors and medics, etc., etc. Please visit our website and check out our Volunteering at Camp Arowana video and get us a volunteer application as soon as possible so that we can know where we stand.
The COVID-19 guidelines call for cohorts of no more than 30 campers, not including adults, in each cohort. Under our new model, we already divide campers into small grade level groups that we anticipate fitting nicely with these numbers. While some activities will be with everyone together, those activities will easily be adapted for social distancing.
We will also be following an additional rule of 3. Our traditional rule of 3 states that all campers and volunteers stay in groups of 3 at all times. That rule of 3 still applies. Our new COVID rule of 3 states that 2 out of 3 of the following expectations need to be in place at all times. 1, be outdoors. 2, wear a mask. 3, be 6 feet apart from anyone not in your cohort.
In other words, you don't need to wear a mask in the pool because you will be outside and staying 6 feet apart from anyone who's not in your cohort.
But you will need to wear a mask while playing in our new CAW pit because while you are outside, you won't be able to necessarily stay 6 feet apart.
That's right. And we will be working very hard to make this as easy as we can on our campers and volunteers.
Our virtual camp experience last summer, which lasted throughout the month of July, was a big hit. And we did a pretty amazing job if we do say so ourselves. We will be offering a couple of virtual events during the week leading up to in-person camp, so that during that first week of July. All campers who register for in-person camp will automatically be registered for those virtual events, and those who only wish to register for the virtual events can do just that.
We also want to continue serving our community, and so we will also be hosting several drive-in movie night weekends throughout this summer.
Yay, those were so much fun last year.
They really were. So far, we have 2 nights scheduled. That's Friday, June 26th and Saturday, it's Friday, June 25th and Saturday, June 26th. We will be releasing more details on those in the future and the other dates coming soon. But for now, mark your calendars for June 25th and 26th.
Those are great ways to get out of the house, share some of the nostalgia of a drive-in with your kids, and support camp at the same time.
We're also exploring the possibilities of hosting in-person campfire events a few times throughout the summer as well. We don't have much info on those yet, but we'll let you know, so keep an eye out for those details and whatever other possibilities we might come up with. And participate in the fun run for sure.
Camp Arowana has been blessed for over 80 years now with the generosity of prayers, encouragement, and financial support of multiple generations of folks. This past year, we have experienced that more than ever before. We didn't spend time today talking about the many projects that have been happening here in this past year, but we're pretty sure you're going to be just as thrilled as we are at the improvements to the main lodge and to the upcoming Stearns project, also our new prayer garden and the new look in the craft shack or the lake cabins, which very few people have actually seen yet. God is good.
All the time.
God is good.
I almost forgot. We have some volunteer work days coming up also, and we really need you to be here to help. So mark your calendar for May 22nd and June 12th. Those are Saturdays. And again, email Corey if you want to participate.
Thank you for watching with us yet again and for all of your support in God's work here.
Whatever you want to say. Oh, I mean, I was supposed to say something in closing, not actually whatever you want to say. I guess I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your support and for your outpouring of love, and for doing it for over 80 years. Please keep it coming. See ya.
Bye. On another note, we got our winter spring newsletter mailed out just this week, which was full of
Let's start that part again.
The short of the long story is that we are going to be hosting our own 1-week summer camp program in July and Friends and Family Camp over Labor Day weekend.
Yes, I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think
But if we're not going to be hosting our guest groups,
It's okay, I did a bad job on that too.
As mentioned, we plan to run our summer camp program this July. This year was
Clackamas County. Whether you are still developing, that's not right. Yeah, I think so. My hair is also going all over the place. Okay. Once this information is published, everyone will need to be more diligent in helping one another to operate camp without a full lineup. I missed the whole line. Okay.
Please visit our website and check out our volunteering at Camp Arowana video and get us a volunteer application as soon as possible so that we can know where we stand.
The guidelines call for cohorts of no more than 30 campers, not including adults. Under our new model, we already divide campers into small group numbers by grade level. Do you want to read that other paragraph?
Sure.
Let's start his paragraph again.
That's right. Even without COVID, our standards now call for us to cancel a camp session if we do not have the appropriate...
No, we're almost done. You'll get it. The guidelines call for cohorts of no more than 30 campers, not including adults in each group. Under our new model, we already divide campers into small grade levels and groups that we anticipate fitting nicely within these numbers.
Small grade levels?
I know.
That's awesome.
That we anticipate fitting nicely with these numbers. While some activities, I'm so sorry, but I can't see when the roof is, it just has to be tilted like that. Thank you. I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
Do you need to sit?
I'm just trying to figure out how I can follow you. Yeah, true.
Let me prove it. Are we in the same spots?
Nope.
Oh.
We will also be following an additional...
So sorry.
We also want to continue serving our community so that we can be hosting... Okay. I think it's good enough.
Yes.